Hey everybody, it's me, Calvin Minson, and today I'll be reacting to these all-new pitch meetings by Screen Rant. There is the Back to the Future pitch meeting and the New Mutants pitch meeting. I'll be reacting to both of those, and I'll decide at the end of the video which one I think is better. I know that if you find this video and I know you only want to watch the actual reaction, so I'll play the reaction.
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's gonna be called Back to the Future. Oh, okay. Not sure about that title. I'll try to come up with something else. Okay, I mean, I feel like that works, though. Well, we'll see. So what happens in this thing? Well, we're gonna meet this teenager, Marty McFly, and he's hanging out at his friend's house, this wacky old scientist guy, Dr. Emmett Brown. Oh, and how did they become friends? Somehow, I imagine. Okay, I have no further questions. Okay, thank God. So Doc Brown, he's real wacky. He says great Scott all the time. Oh, Scott is tight. Fantastic. So Marty's life is pretty crappy. Like, his dad gets bullied by this guy named Biff. His mom is an alcoholic. His brother has a crappy job, and his sister can't find a boyfriend. Yikes. And then one night, Doc brings Marty to a shopping mall parking lot because he built a time machine out of a DeLorean. Oh, he did? Yeah, so we're gonna have this really fun scene where they engage in some casual, animal testing. Oh my God, what? Yeah, Doc puts his dog inside the DeLorean, sends him into the future, and you know what? He doesn't die. Is Doc the bad guy? What would make you think he's the bad guy? So anyway, then the terrorists he's been dealing with show up. You're sure he's not the bad guy? Yeah, no. He ripped these guys off for some plutonium, so they murder him. Oh, what is going on? And so Marty escapes in the DeLorean, and
I never thought about that.
1955.
Doc Brown's the bad guy.
It certainly is, sir. And so he's gonna run into his dad, George McFly. Oh, that's interesting. An encounter with his dad in the past. Yeah. And so pretty much immediately he finds out that his dad's a peeping Tom. Oh my God. Yeah, and he saves his dad from getting hit by a car, but then he gets hit by a car. Oh. And so he's taken in by his mom Lorraine's family, and she is all over him when he wakes up. I mean, she really wants to sleep with him. What are you talking about? See, the whole thing is that Marty's parents met after George was hit by that car, but now since Marty was hit by the car, Lorraine just wants to hook up with him. She's on a path to end up with him. Right. Okay. I feel like that's pretty messed up for a movie.
Yes,
it
is.
Movie, Lorraine's trying really hard to get into her son's pants. I do not like that sentence. Well, she doesn't know that it's her future son. I don't see how that's going to be fun for anyone to watch. I feel like everybody's going to love it.
It is pretty
incesty. So what else happens? Well, so Marty's going to spend the movie trying to get his dad to hook up with his mom instead of him, because the future's getting all messed up now. Oh,
has
really?
a mom
he goes
trying to
see
bang
Doc
his
in
son.
1955, and Doc is like, uh-oh, Marty, that's, this isn't good. How can he tell? Well, Marty has this photo with him from the future, and you can see his siblings starting to disappear from it bit by bit, because they were never born. So that exact photo at that exact time, at that exact angle, was still taken despite the wildly different circumstances? That's what we're going with. Well, okay then. So anyway, Marty hatches a plan to get Lorraine to go to the dance with George instead
time
of him
travel
and
is
get them
really
to fall in love.
confusing.
How does he plan on doing that? Sorry, sir, can I just a minute, Larry. So what's the plan? Well, he's gonna pretend to force himself on his own mother, and then his father's gonna come in and beat him off, and that's really gonna impress the mom, and then she's gonna want to hook up with him instead of her own son. Okay, I'm gonna go. You sure? You can stick around. No, I insist. Not sure what that guy's problem was, so how does the plan play out? Oh, well, turns out that
That's one of the funniest scenes in all the pitch meetings. That is perfect.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's really going at it. He's really trying to take advantage of this girl. And you're sure this is a family movie? I'm telling you, I feel like it's gonna be a classic. So then George really does save the day by standing up to Biff and punching him out. Wow. Yeah, and then at that school dance, Marty's gonna play Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry. Great song. And it turns out Chuck Berry's cousin is there, so he calls Chuck and he's like, hey, you know that new sound you're looking for? So Chuck Berry steals the song Johnny Be Good from over a phone. He does, yeah, fun little tidbit. But if Marty hadn't performed it, Chuck Berry would have come up with it word for word just a couple of years later. Right, but now in this timeline, Chuck Berry's a plagiarist, so it's fun. Hey, okay, I guess that's a fun moment. So anyway, now that Marty's ensured that his parents are gonna procreate, he has to go back to the future. That's the name of the movie. That last part of the sentence, yeah, not the whole sentence. Okay, so yeah, I actually did just think of a title that might be a bit better. Okay, what if we call it Spaceman from Pluto? Spaceman from Pluto? Yeah, that is a real note that a Hollywood studio executive is giving. Let's call it Spaceman from Pluto instead of Back to the Future. I feel like, God no. Well, we'll see. Okay, to be discussed, I guess. So what else happens? Well, Doc and Marty need to use this famous lightning strike on a clock tower to power the time machine back to the 80s. Okay. And before they do, Marty gives Doc a letter informing him that he's going to be shot in the future and he needs to protect himself. Oh, smart. But Doc is like, no, I cannot know any information about the future. The results could be disastrous. So he tears the letter up. Oh, no. But then Marty's like, oh, I have a time machine. I could just go warn him in the future. Very clever. Very clever. So he gives himself 11 minutes. Oh, why would he give himself 11 minutes? Why not give himself a couple of hours or even days? Well, he's going to give himself 11 minutes because it's more exciting this way.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So it's going to be tough for Doc to survive. Actually, it's going to be super easy.
I mean,
barely an inconvenience.
he should have done that.
Really? Yeah,
I mean, he has a literal machine that can take you throughout
Thank God he
time.
did a complete 180 on his passionate speech about knowing about the future. Yeah, it really worked out. So then Marty goes to see his family, and they're just completely different now. Oh, they are? Yeah, his dad's a super successful author. His brother has a great job. His sister has a good dating life. George is a rich author, and they still live in the same house. They do. The brother has a good office job, and he still lives at home. He does. Well, okay then. Oh, and also now Biff gets hired by George to wax his car. George hired the guy who tried to assault his wife. He did. He's like, that Biff is such a character. He's always trying to get away with something, like assaulting his wife. Yeah, quite the character. And so now Marty gets to go on a date, and he has a nice car. Now wait, so his entire family have had a different life, but Marty still has the memories and experiences of the original timeline? Yeah. So what happens to the version of Marty that was living with the family on this new timeline that they were interacting with on a daily basis? Yeah, don't worry about any of that. Oh, okay, I won't. Great. So what do you think? Well, it sounds insane.
Oh my God, I had never thought of that.
Somehow I do think it'll be a classic. Oh yeah, nobody's ever
so
gonna
now
dare to
Marty
even
McFly
think about
has a kill
remaking
count.
this thing.
And ironically,
Hey everybody, thanks for watching that pitch.
The only kill that on Marty McFly's kill count is Marty McFly from another reality. He really pointed out some really good points in that. It's really good. Now on to the New Mutants. Like the New Mutants, it's let's just say, thank God Disney owns Fox now.
So, you have some new X-Men for me? Yes, sir, I do. This is gonna be called the New Mutants. I don't know, I feel like they're gonna have to be clothed. No, new. Oh, okay, that's probably fine. Fantastic. So this is gonna start with this girl, Danny, right? And she's running away because something's destroying the reservation she lives on. Oh, boy. And her dad gets killed, and she ends up bumping her head and losing consciousness. Yikes, that's not good. So she wakes up in this facility with this Dr. Reyes lady. And how's her concussion? Does she have any brain damage? No, this is the kind of head injury where you fall asleep for a couple of days and wake up with zero consequences. That's not a thing. Well, we're gonna pretend like it's a thing. Well, okay then. So anyway, now Danny is in this facility for young mutants, but nobody knows what her powers are. Okay. And the other mutants, they keep seeing things they're scared of show up for some mysterious reason. So Danny's power is that she brings people's fear to life? No. I feel like that's probably what it is though, right? It's okay, yes, but that's gonna be like a big reveal later. I don't think it will be. Well, can we pretend like it's gonna surprise people? We sure can. Pretending is super fun. Okay, great. So what else happens? Not much. Oh. Well, Danny's gonna really slowly get to know the other mutants, and that's pretty much what we're looking at here. Okay, and so how does that play out? Well, she's gonna meet this girl, Rain, and the camera's gonna linger for a second when they meet, so they're in love now. Oh, having the camera linger to show that two characters are now in love is tight. Yeah, it is.
If it was made by good people.
Anyway, so Danny and the other 4 mutants are going to get to know each other by playing with a lie detector machine they find and asking each other questions. Don't they all know each other except for Danny? Well, right, but we don't know them yet, so they're going to pretend like they don't really know each other in this scene. Well, okay then. So who are these other mutants? Well, Rain can turn into a wolf, and she was beaten by a priest, but she's still religious. Okay. We also have this other mutant, Roberto, who accidentally burnt his girlfriend alive, and he's just always doing dishes. Why is he always doing dishes? I don't know. All right. There's this guy, Sam, who has has, like, cannonball powers and accidentally killed his dad in a mine. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie. Does he do dishes? He doesn't do dishes, no, so there's
the
some
only
good
thing he's good
characterization
in is
going
Stranger
on here. I can
Things.
see that. There's also this girl, Ileana, who was abused as a child and can go into this other dimension called Limbo, and she is a dragon, and she can teleport. Oh, whoa. Sounds like she should be the main character. She's also overtly racist. Oh, my God. Yeah, she's super mean with Danny. Straight up tries to kill her at one point. Yikes, okay. And how come none of these mutants leave the facility? Well, there's a force field around this place. But Ileana can teleport. Can't she just get out of there? Yeah, but no. Why? Because that works. Anyway, so at a certain point, Ileana's gonna roofie Reyes, so she falls asleep. How did she get roofies? Don't worry about it. So now that Reyes is asleep, the mutants can do whatever they want. Wait, this entire facility for dangerous mutants is run by one woman? That's what we're going with. 0 security guards. None. All right, so what do they do while she's unconscious? Oh, well, they dance, they play the tambourine, they play with a wheelchair, all very wacky stuff. They don't go digging for information or try to escape. Oh, no, they go with the tambourine. Understandable, I guess. Tambourines are very fun. So yeah, they get to hang out with each other. It's all very fun. Was Reyes stopping them from hanging out? No, all she did was break up a fight in the last scene. They hang out constantly. Oh yeah, what happened with that? You said Ileana was about to kill Danny in the last scene. How are they friends now? Unclear. Well, okay then. So anyway, this whole time the mutants thought that maybe once they leave the facility, they're gonna go join the X-Men, right? Right. But then we're gonna discover that this place is actually run by Essex Corp, which is a bad thing. Sounds bad. How do we find that out? Well, Danny gets to see inside Reyes' thoughts or something, and she's gonna see some clips straight out of Logan from that facility where the kids were, remember? Okay, and since Logan takes place in the future, what does that mean in terms of timelines? Oh, well, sir, we are well past caring about timelines at this point. That's fair. And so eventually Reyes is gonna get orders to kill Danny. Uh-oh. And at the same time, people's fears start showing up even more violently, so they have to fight them. Wow.
That character right there, I keep thinking he's
Reyes,
Slender
but then
Man.
Reyes traps them all under force fields. Well, okay then. Is it gonna be tough for them to get out of the force fields? Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, a big giant demon bear bursts through the wall and kills Reyes, so that works out. What? And then they're gonna have to fight this giant bear. That kid Roberto gets absolutely crushed. Oh, is he okay? Completely okay, yeah. Oh, good. And so then Danny's gonna manage to defeat the bear. How does she do that? Well, we're gonna have this whole thing going where Danny's dad told her that everyone has a bear inside of them, and that's like your fear, and it grows if you feed it. So she's like, hey, stop it, bear, and that just kind of works. Oh, well, great. And so now the new mutants are free, and they're gonna head out and try to find the nearest town. Okay. And so that's it. We're done. That's it. Oh, so what do you think? Well, it sounds like a great first episode. I can't wait to see how the rest of the TV show plays out. Oh, no, that was a movie. That was a movie? Yeah. Oh, really felt like a pilot episode. Okay.
It
And I figure
did.
casting-wise, we can capitalize on things that are really hot right now, you know? Get actors from Game of Thrones, Stranger Things, that movie Split. Oh, yeah, really leverage those things at the height of their popularity. Man, we gotta get this thing out ASAP then. Oh, for sure. We can't delay.
Yep, that movie has been delayed so many times. It's just I mean, it is. I do like this end of him keep repeating the different articles about how it gets delayed. I like that. So, which one do I think was better? The Back to the Future pitch meeting. I mean, the New Mutants pitch meeting had really good jokes. And, well, the Back to the Future one, I just kind of like it more. Maybe because I like Back to the Future more than New Mutants, obviously. It just is kind of more funny to me. So, yeah, that's my reaction to both those videos, and if you want to see my other Calvin Reacts episodes, you can see them when they pop up on the screen right now. Another fun video, and my channel. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!